Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, we asked you, send us your photos. Be sure to give us enough information. You've been marvelous at it. Our library of photos is really nice right now, and we're going to put another edition of Pennsylvania People and Places in front of you right now.
Celebrating 40 years of Pennsylvania outdoor life. This is People and Places.
We'll begin things this morning with Peter Subsi of Shamokin and the buck that he shot off of his son and daughter-in-law's property in Montour County. Peter's buck had 6 points and was shot with a .30-06 while chasing a doe. Here's Tammy Chrisman and her very first buck. Tammy is seen here with the 8-point buck that she shot while hunting with her husband on the opening day of the rifle season. She shot her buck just after 10:30 in the morning while hunting in Schuylkill Haven. She was using a Winchester 30-30. Next we see Andrew Bartlett of Auburn and his opening day buck. Andrew's buck had 7 points and was shot while hunting with his brother on Hawk Mountain in Schuylkill County. He downed his buck at a distance of 90 yards with his 7mm Remington mag. Here's 8-year-old Owen Drumheller of Catawissa and his first doe. Owen shot his doe while hunting with his dad and Uncle Adam on the family farm. He shot his deer with his great-grandfather's Winchester Model 94 30-30. Way to go, Owen. Next we see 8-year-old Dallas Petroski along with his dad and the buck that he shot on the opening day of the gun season. Dallas's buck, which was his very first, had 10 points and was shot at a distance of 40 yards with his Mossberg 243. Dale Bryant shot this 8-point buck on the opening day of the rifle season while hunting on the family farm near Honesdale. Dale shot this buck at a distance of 200 yards, and he was using a Winchester 270. Here's 10-year-old Liam Hipson of Fleetville and his very first buck. Liam's buck had 7 points and was shot while hunting with family and friends in Lathrop Township, Susquehanna County. He downed his very first buck with a Harrington and Richardson single-shot 243. Congratulations on your first buck, Liam. 15-year-old Abby Gold of Turbertville shot her very first deer on the opening day of the rifle season while hunting with her stepfather, uncle, and pap in Lewis Township, Northumberland County. Abby's buck had 6 points and was shot using a Mossberg Patriot 243. Take a look at the buck that Devin St Clair of Danville shot on the opening day of the season while hunting with family and friends in Columbia County. Devin's buck had 7 points and was shot with his Savage 7mm08. Here's Charlie Green of Berry, Schuylkill County, and his very first deer. Charlie's doe was shot while hunting with his Uncle Chris in Wildlife Management Unit 4E. This deer was extra special because it was shot with his pap's Remington 7mm08, and they lost his pap earlier this year. Congratulations on your first deer, Charlie. Finally, this morning we see 8-year-old Jace Fox of New Columbia and the buck that he shot on the second day of the rifle season. Jace shot a doe at 8:37, and then at 8:43, he downed this 7-point buck. He shot this nice buck with the Remington 760 Game Master 308. Way to go, Jace. And with all of our successful sportsmen out there, we'll put a close to this week's edition of Pennsylvania People and Places. Congratulations to everybody. Now, I know there's people that didn't submit yet. It's never too late. Don't forget we have a late muzzleloader season. I don't even care if you send me a couple of squirrels that you shot. Send us the photos. You go to WNEP.com/POL and hit the slideshow. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.